Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
You could have just kept talking.
I know, right?
We could have done it in sync.
What? I cannot.
I'm dead right now.
I love it.
I'm trying to get this microphone getting its life together. There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome
She did her
back.
best.
So happy to be here.
Yeah. Happy week.
Yeah. Happy week.
Happy week.
What did
Happy
you do?
Friday, actually.
Yeah. Happy Friday.
Yeah.
What did you do to do your best
Oh,
this week?
girl. I had a little bit of a week. I know really, my life is not that complicated. Let's just start there. Like, really, it's not complicated. But this week, I actually gave my notice at work.
Wow.
At my current job. And we'll see what's coming in the future. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, there's negotiations, but we'll see. A new direction is the plan in my life right now.
Good.
There's lots of new things that could be presenting themselves. So I would like to, be happy about all those things.
Yeah.
And be able to take advantage.
Good.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah. So it was, it's a little rough. So, cause there's feelings there, but
Sure.
I think this is just a better direction for me and my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. Other than that, my week was pretty great. So
Good.
I'll take the rest of it. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Okay. So, what did you do to do your best this week, Kayla?
Well,
The tea's coming. It's piping hot.
it's so hot.
Maybe.
I had a job interview this week, so I did that, which is always super stressful.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at interviewing.
What do you mean you're
To
not
be
good
clear.
at it? Like, what makes you think you're not good at it?
I know I'm not good at it.
Okay, but like, what do you do? Do you get like nervous and
I don't get
chat,
nervous. I don't. Well, no, I do get nervous.
Okay. Well, of course, everybody gets nervous for an interview.
I just never am able to get the point across that I need to get across, I guess.
like, you
I
can't
don't
find the right words.
No.
Almost. Oh.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
And it's also like interviewing internally is like super awkward and super weird. But anyways, so I had to do that.
See, trying to open a new chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a major part of my week.
Yeah, because the interview was
it was on Monday.
I would say 4 or 5 days ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
How'd the rest of your week go?
the rest of my week was good. It
Good.
was good. Normal.
I'm glad.
Kids went back to school. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Such a blur, right?
Yeah.
Kids went back to school on Tuesday. Well, Eliana went back to school on Tuesday. One child in school.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but also this is your first day of high school.
I know.
For every kid, it's done with now.
Exactly. There's no more.
There's no more first days of high school.
Exactly. Insane.
You're old. You did it though.
I know. We're
Look
here.
at you thriving.
Yeah. So, and I also realized as I was dropping her off at school one day that we have had a kid at this school for once she graduates for 12 years in a row because they were all 4 years apart. So one graduated and then one started. One graduated and then one started.
Well, I mean,
12 years.
She's still allowed at the school, so it can't have been that bad.
Yeah. Totally. For sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, I know.
I thought they were like 3 years. The boys were 3 years apart.
They're all 4.
Okay.
So yeah, school started. So kind of getting back in our groove of our schedule. And Eliana has to be at school so early, like 7:05. So
That's insane.
not 7:05. We leave here at 7:00.
When does her first class start?
I think like 7:20.
Oh, okay.
7:15 maybe.
And we started at 8:40.
Yeah. 8:45, 8:40, something like that.
Yeah. But like literally she gets picked up from school at like 2-ish, 2:30ish.
Correct. So,
Wow.
yeah. So like waking up early again, we're adjusting to that schedule.
When she'd been sleeping in all summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and like me, I don't wake up that early for work.
No.
So, yeah, that's been, but we'll get back in our groove and,
Yeah.
you know, so that's how
Just
it's
a little
going.
adjusting.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Love that for you.
Yeah. I slept in today for the first time until like 9:20. And that's been like, that's late for me.
Yeah.
Like usually I'm up like 7:38.
That's like Saturday and Sunday for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can. Sometimes I do, like my body will wake me up,
Yeah.
but more often than not, it's sleeping in.
Yeah. We do love our sleep.
I love to sleep.
Yeah. Same. The older I've gotten, the more I appreciate the sleep.
Yeah. Totally.
And like I get excited to go to bed. I'm like, ooh, it says 9. Ooh,
I know.
it's a little too early still. Oh yeah, okay. So we got back to early schedule.
yeah.
All right. I love that.
Yeah.
And you start work at 8-ish.
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
So the time she goes to school.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. I love that.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard any complaints. So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Okay. We'll take it.
Yeah.
So today we want to talk about our favorite millennial things, and maybe talk about some things that people don't remember or some of the things that are back,
Yeah.
styling wise, so like the cargo pants and stuff.
I cannot.
I love them. So you'll get to hear the difference between Kayla and I's fashion opinions, which is funny because our group is kind of split too down the middle on when it comes to like fashion. Like some of us are a little more out there. Me. Like I'm willing to push like some boundaries. Like I like to wear some J's. Like, and I get comments sometimes. Cause my friends are assholes.
She's just tacky.
No. Cute. So cute. So cute. I cannot. So my friends are assholes. But like Amy and I usually like align
Yeah.
when it comes to like, oh my gosh, like she supports me. Like I can go to Target with her and she supports me on probably at least 95% of what I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. You? Maybe 50.
Yeah.
So that's okay
Agreed.
though, but that's fine.
But I'm not going to lie to you.
No, and I don't expect that. I would never, ever, ever to expect you to not tell me how you feel about something.
Correct.
But usually Amanda's very vocal about that.
Yeah.
She's the one who's the first one to say, oh my God.
It's not even what she says. It's her, face.
Yeah, her fucking face. It's
Like,
her RBF.
She cannot even handle one.
She's literally like coming at you. And she's going to either touch it.
And the like up down with her eyes.
Oh, yeah. No, she judges.
And then she'll be like,
And then come at you.
So what is happening here?
There it is.
What is happening?
What is happening here with the little fucking twirly
finger pointing?
Yeah, like she's a fairy godmother or some shit. Yeah, no. Listen, ho.
What is happening here? To be clear, actually, I'm going to call her out just because.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
She texted us today. And said that she was today years old when she found out what GRWM
meant and
stood for. I'm like, Amanda.
Yeah. So
You're embarrassing me.
And she's
in
the
front
one
of
that's
my
bringing up
friends.
the next generation.
You're
She's
embarrassing.
got the babies.
I'm like, your teenagers are going to be so embarrassed.
Oh
by
my
you.
God. So embarrassed.
You better Urban Dictionary real quick, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. You better get with it quick. Because
Figure it
also,
out.
like, she's going to have to decipher text messages.
Exactly. 100%.
Because you should be reading your children's text messages.
Okay. Example A.
100%.
I read one of Eliana's Instagram messages the other day, and it was like this girl calling Eliana an OPP. And I'm like, what the hell
you
is
know
that?
me.
That's exactly what I thought. So I Googled that
What does it mean?
right away. Opposition. Like,
Oh.
because she was like talking crap, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But
Okay,
it's
like
like
they
you
don't
gotta
agree?
know. You gotta be on top of it and know all the
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
Anyways,
So
Amanda cannot love you.
we do love you, Amanda, but get with the times. It's 2024.
Get with it.
Yeah. Get ready with me.
Get
what I-
ready.
Get ready with me.
Glad we're clear.
She's so
Made
cute.
it.
Yep.
We
I think
made
she's
it.
pretty.
I think we should make her like maybe some postcards with like the acronym and then what it means on the back.
So she can have flashcards.
oh my gosh, we should.
Yeah.
Let's make those before we go over there tonight.
Tonight. Okay. Do you have flashcards? Of course you
I'm
do.
sure I can find
Somewhere.
some.
Yeah, I'm sure you could too.
And if not, I have to go to CVS anyways to get pictures.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The pictures. I love it. Okay, great.
Okay.
So, let's start with like the easy part of
Yeah.
like favorite millennial things.
'Kay.
So, I don't know. I'm actually going to find things out about because we've never had this conversation. Actually, the vast majority of these podcasts, we've never had even sometimes touching on these subjects conversations, let alone deep conversations. So I love this because I'm getting to know you
right. I know. It's
to
so
like
fun.
the core, and I love it.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. Okay, so let's start with like favorite like TV series or shows,
Yeah.
or because like millennials, like we were going into high school in the early 2000s because we graduated in 05. So we were kind of living this stuff already, which is great that a lot of it's coming back. But I like distinctly remember, I've never been huge on cartoons. I had like one or two that I liked, but Animaniacs.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Animaniacs.
Yep.
And that
Animaniacs was
started
great.
earlier.
Yeah.
That started in the 90s.
That was like the 90s. Yeah.
But I remember like I loved it even up until I went to high school.
Yeah.
Because it was so funny and they made fun of everybody. And it was great. And like the kids didn't catch on to them making fun of people, but
Yeah.
like there it was.
Right. I like cartoons.
Yeah.
Rugrats for sure. Like definite fave.
Rugrats.
I was totally Angelica. 100%.
Stop.
I swear.
I cannot.
Loved the Rugrats.
Okay. I love me a little Tommy Pickles.
Yeah.
Precious
so
muffin.
cute. I know. And then I loved like reality TV. I'm such a reality TV whore.
Yeah.
But back then, like Real World,
Okay.
Road Rules.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flava Flav.
Yes.
Flavor of
Love. Foofy.
Like the ridiculous.
ridiculous. Like
shows.
they would literally be having fistfights and pulling each other's hair off.
Yeah.
And throwing each other's clothes out the windows.
I can't.
Yeah, insane. So we might have to fact check this, but Jersey Shore, I think, started early 2000s, or was it right after we graduated high school? We're gonna have to fact check
I
that.
can't remember.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
another one. Like I was
Yeah.
Jersey Shore,
I love Jersey Shore.
GTL
I still
all
watch.
day.
Do you watch the, like, the new? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the family reunion.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always watch them.
Love them. We also, Kayla and I have a huge love for Paulie D.
Yeah.
We
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we actually got to be there when he was DJing a pre-party for a Cardinals game.
Yeah.
And
How
Kayla
did
got
that
us
happen?
Kayla got us tickets.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, do you want to go to the Cardinals game? Dan doesn't want to go with me, but Paulie D is performing beforehand.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in. Let's do this.
And like you had to have tickets to that.
Yep.
I mean, it was hot, but it was so fun.
But it was so much fun. He was so amazing.
Fun. Yeah, it was great.
Like, I'm almost willing to be around a crowd of like Las Vegas people to be there for him to DJ.
I don't know about all that.
I said almost. Almost. Don't get crazy.
And then, so Eliana does cheer.
Yes.
I'm a cheer mom.
Yes.
Nookie's daughter does cheer.
Yeah.
And a couple years ago, I saw her at one of the competitions. Oh my God.
She's just so tiny.
Oh my God, she's so tiny.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah.
And I like so bad wanted to go up to her. But of course I did not because I'm like, she's here for her kid. Like, leave her alone. But yeah.
I actually
love Jersey Shore.
met Ronnie.
Did you really?
For a second. I have a picture. I do have a picture. So I was working for a mortgage company at the time. I was 23, 24. Snatched. I was so cute. So, and I was hanging out with this girl, Simone.
Okay.
Crazy Simone. Crazy gorgeous Simone. And she actually, I had gotten tickets from my boss to go to the W for a basketball fundraiser. Mm-hmm. And Ronnie was there. Crazy. The interaction was I saw him walking by and I was always like, Ronnie, I loved Ronnie. I knew he was super dramatic, but I always thought I can't with him. But come to find out he's my height.
Yeah.
And
Short
he had like just come down from like shaving and he was bleeding. And I told him, I was like, hey, you're bleeding on your chin.
You told him, of course you did.
And he was like, what? And I was like, I don't know if it's from you shaving or something. And he was like, oh, and I was like, put a piece of ice on it. And he was like, oh, thank you. And then he stood with, he was like, do you guys want a picture? And I was like, yeah. So he stood with me and Simone and took a picture. It was so nice.
That is nice.
But he's just a little guy. And I'm 5'6" to be clear, like 5'5" and 3/4. So, and he was right there. But still so cute. But I'm Paulie D till the day I die, all day.
Yes, love him.
So I don't know if you remember this, but did you ever watch Laguna Beach?
Oh yeah,
because we were right around that same age. Okay.
Yes, Laguna Beach.
And like, did you ever watch OC?
I did not watch the OC, but I watched Laguna Beach.
Okay.
Funny story about Laguna Beach.
Look at us.
When like early on when Dan and I first started dating, I think like maybe a year or two in, Kim, my mother-in-law, took us on vacation to Laguna Beach. And we rented a house, and it was this big house where we all stayed in, and it was us and the kids and them and my brother and sister-in-law.
Everybody.
And their one daughter at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us. But it was one of the girls on Laguna Beach. It was her house.
Stop.
I swear to God.
Do you remember who it was?
I can't remember her name, but she was the preacher's daughter.
Oh, I don't remember who the preacher's daughter was.
Yeah. I've Googled it before.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
Crazy, right?
My girl was Audrina.
Oh,
she was
her.
my girl on Laguna Beach because I feel like she was the least dramatic.
Yeah. She was very sweet.
But it was great to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I feel like I didn't watch that much TV at that time too, because there was like Disney was like in their like Lizzie McGuire, Hannah Montana phase.
And that was not it.
And we were a little too old for that.
Yeah.
I feel. So, like I never watched anything like that. I know like SpongeBob was big that time.
Yeah, no.
Which I did watch a little bit of SpongeBob, but it wasn't. And then the other part of it was like Friends and Sopranos, like those big ones. I feel like I was too young for.
Right.
And like Sex and the City.
Oh, I watched Sex and the City.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
When it came out?
No, in high school I did though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that's when it was airing.
Yeah.
Like I have since watched it because I feel like because they're mid-30s.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I just didn't relate before.
Yeah.
I've obviously watched it and watched all the movies now because I love it.
Oh,
but
I loved it.
Love it.
Loved it in
Really?
high school. Yeah, I had all the DVDs.
Stop.
Swear to God.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah, I felt like, and like I feel like Friends. I also didn't have cable until we were in high school because of where I lived. We couldn't get cable, so we had like satellite, but it wasn't a lot of channels. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of this stuff I didn't get to watch, which is fine because now I get to watch it. But yeah, like I feel like there was a big age gap in like the popular stuff then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For
So
sure.
I mean, it was fun, but now like we're like movie buffs. So there's that. We love a good movie. Okay. So let's think about like music. So in high school, I think we had a little bit of a similar vibe.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's figure this out. So high school, you swam.
Yep.
And then I played softball and was in choir.
Yep.
Yes, I got called a lesbian. Also, because I never dated anybody we went to high school with. So, yeah, and nobody I ever dated was high school age. So, yeah, there's some interesting. Okay, let's figure it out. What kind of music did you listen to?
So I think like 7th and 8th grade was definitely like NSYNC, boy bands, all of that
Definitely.
vibe.
100%. And sing till the day I die.
Spice Girls, but that was like a little bit younger.
Yeah.
In high school, I think probably like my sophomore year, I started getting into like the emo music for sure.
Same.
Really?
I knew this about you. Okay. All right. We were on the same vibe.
Yeah.
'Kay.
So that is like all I listen to.
Yeah.
And honestly, to this day,
Yeah.
all
it still
I
comes
listen
out.
to.
Yeah.
So like there's a festival in Vegas, as you know, in the last 2 years. And now this year will be the 3rd year that Dan and I go to this the When We Were Young festival.
Yeah.
And it is like all emo, punk, pop punk bands.
Yeah.
Can't
I would
talk.
love to go, but it's very expensive and there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
do like the VIP to get away from that.
correct.
Yeah.
As much as possible.
Right.
I mean, it's still busy.
It's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. And some stages, because it's like broken out into different stages, some stages don't have a VIP area.
Oh.
So
they're
you're
like,
with them
throw
regular
your-
folk.
Yeah. The peasants.
Yeah, exactly. With the peasants.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can join me in the peasant group, y'all.
Yeah.
But you always have such a good time. You loved every year you've gone. You're like, I'm definitely going next year again.
Last year was okay. So the first year was windy. That was the year that they canceled day 1. We had day 2 tickets.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Thank
then the second year it was hot.
Yes.
So hot. So hot.
I
And I'm
remember you
really
saying that.
hoping this year it's somewhere
Mild.
in between because it's in October. So it's like you never know what you're going to get
Right.
that time of year in Vegas.
Well, and yeah, in the desert.
Yeah.
Because it's usually quite warm out here for those of us who are not in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's usually quite warm. Like it's hard to wear a long sleeve costume on Halloween in Arizona.
Correct.
Because it's too warm for that.
Yeah.
Even at night.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean sometimes we get lucky and get like a little bit of a cold spurt right before and we get it before, but I feel like it's being pushed out further and further because hashtag global warming. But
I feel like after, like right after Thanksgiving is when it finally starts to actually cool down.
yes. Agreed.
I mean, and cool down, like cold, like
Yeah.
where it's cold.
Where we
Have to
feel
wear a
cool.
sweatshirt. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I was also in that same boat. I loved me some emo music.
Yeah.
I love like Taking Back Sunday,
The best.
Coheed and Cambria. Oh my God, I still listen to them. I love them so much.
I don't really like them that much.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I love the instrumental, everything that they do.
Yeah.
Like they go on and sometimes they'll do like minutes of tracks that are just like instrumental and they'll just, oh, it's just incredible the way that they all play. But also Claudio's voice, the lead singer, hello. Like he's got such a great range and such a great tone that I feel like I'm almost, so this is weird, but reading like my books, I like to listen to Coheed because I feel like their music is, because it is telling a story.
Yeah.
But I feel like it almost goes along like with a great storyline.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're listening to or reading.
Yeah.
It sounds so crazy.
A little bit.
But that's where, that's where I've gotten in my 30s when I read.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Coheed is usually in the background. But
Love it.
like Blink, I wasn't a huge fan of Green Day. I
Love me some Blink.
love Blink.
We just went to the Blink concert.
Yeah,
so
that's
fun.
right. Yeah.
So fun.
And like, I'm just so glad that they're touring again. That's great.
Yeah.
I love
it
that for
is.
them.
Me too.
And then
Their confetti at the end of their concert was sperm.
like,
Sperm confetti.
oh, sperm shaped.
Sperm shaped.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you for making that clear.
You're welcome.
Because they would also do that. Maybe back in the day,
It
but
was great.
yeah, that is so okay.
Yeah. Love Blink.
Love that.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did
yeah.
you ever go to Warp Tour?
I sure did. Me and Sabrina wore matching outfits.
Yeah.
We would wear black wife beaters. Sorry for the phrase, but A shirts, is that what they are? So we would wear. Do you remember wearing those? Did you never?
I think I have my senior picture. I'm wearing one.
Okay. Because I was like, I feel like it was huge for us.
It was like an Abercrombie
Yes.
one, and it was blue underneath and yellow layer on top because we also layered.
Yes. That I don't miss.
No.
No, I will never layer again. If I have
Like,
to wear,
why?
Yeah, no.
Why are you wearing two shirts? What
Right.
does that mean?
I didn't and sometimes we'd wear 3.
Yes.
And then we'd like wear, I don't know what you're thinking.
Understand
I didn't
that. It was like, am I trying to like prove that I'm rich because I can wear more shirts?
Right. Or
What does this mean?
right. Or I couldn't decide on a shirt, so I decided to wear both.
Both?
Yeah, sure.
Stupid.
So stupid.
So dumb.
Okay, so I also really loved oh my God. Now I'm losing my Dan, you're gonna have to cut this. Bands.
Bands.
Yeah. What are other bands were you into?
So Mayday Parade is like my favorite band of all time.
Okay.
I've seen them, I don't even know how many times at this point.
Okay.
The first time I ever saw them, I was actually pregnant with Eliana. Saw them live.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Yeah. Love them. Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
Dashboard Confessional.
Little too whiny for me.
I love
like
the
Simple
wine.
Plan was a little too whiny
I
for
love
me.
Simple Plan.
But like I like Good Charlotte.
Oh, I hate Good Charlotte.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, and then like Trapped and oh my God, there was so many.
Yeah. I loved also the Ataris.
Great. Ataris are great.
The Ataris, fun fact, one of their songs was my senior quote.
I love that.
Being grown up isn't half as fun as growing up.
It's true. It
That
is
was
very
my
true.
quote.
That's so cute.
I know.
Mine.
And we saw them last year at When We Were Young Festival.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That is so, yeah,
Such a trip.
such a trip. Yeah, I was super into, me and Sabrina were super into music. Like
Yeah.
every show we could go to, we would go to.
Same. I went to so many shows. And then I had a ton of friends who were like in bands.
Yes. Well, like Leah's boyfriend was in a band, and Hofax was the name of his band. And I remember like with her, like we would go to shows with her, and then there would be other bands after them. And I'm like, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
I loved live music. I still love live music.
Same. But like back then, I feel like those little shows were so popular.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if they still are. I just don't feel like they are.
Yeah. I don't think so either, because like, remember they would charge
like $10
$10 to $20.
And there was a over 21 area and an under 21 area.
And a lot of times they would do like the black X's on, or they would give you a wristband.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that was just a time that we may never have back again, to be honest with you.
Totally. Yeah.
Because I just don't think that kids care that much anymore about music. And the ones that do, you know, show up, but I don't know. But maybe that's the next thing we have to work on. Okay, so we were talking about
music.
Yeah. And so the other part of music for me was like rap.
Yeah.
Like I love me some rap music.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I'm listening to now.
For sure. I
love
liked
it.
like Bone Thugs.
Okay.
Kind
so
of
like
rap.
little earlier, like 90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what I liked to listen to even in high school. And then I did love, I mean, I still do love me some Eminem.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Have you heard his new album?
I have not.
Oh
I've
my
heard
gosh.
the
You
single.
are missing out on the entire album.
Really? Okay. It's on
when
Spotify.
When you leave here, put it on Spotify.
Okay.
It
I
is
will.
so good.
I'll turn it on my way home.
So good. You're going to die.
I'm excited.
And like the cool thing about it that I really like is you can listen to it over and over again and hear new things because he fucking raps so fast.
Yes.
So you don't hear everything.
Yeah.
So
No, that
you
makes
can
sense.
listen to it a bunch of times and you hear new things all the time.
Okay.
It's good.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not good about listening to new music.
Me either.
I'm really not. Like,
The only reason why I listen to this is because of my husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There it is. But I feel like the older I get, the more music sounds the same.
Sure.
So it's really hard to like catch my interest, I
Yeah.
guess, as a new artist.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're like having like some diabolical, lyrical,
Yeah.
phantasmic experience. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So I don't feel like I'm missing out. To be clear, I just feel like it's oversaturated.
Yeah.
The market is oversaturated.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like really like somebody and keep following them.
Yeah.
now. So, but Eminem, I've always been a huge fan of.
Yeah. Love me some Eminem.
Yeah.
Who else did you like?
Okay, I'm a Dr. Dre fan. Really,
Yeah.
Dre, Snoop Dogg,
Love.
Luda. I love me some Ludacris. He's he's the best. He's up there with like my top 3.
Yeah.
Ludacris, Eminem, Snoop-a-Loop. Man, I love me some Snoop.
I do
but like
love
I
Snoop.
love Ice Cube. You know, like all of like that whole family.
Yeah.
Like the West Coast rappers. I love all of them. I do like a little Biggie, R.I.P. But
I love
but I
Biggie.
also love Tupac, again,
too.
R.I.P. So
Love Tupac.
I never got like more. I never like dug deeper into like the genres of rap. It was more
Sure.
of like the stuff that was on the radio, like Missy Elliott.
Oh, I love me some Missy Elliott.
Missy, girl.
There is a really good documentary. I think it's on Netflix about the history of rap.
Okay.
And it goes way back.
Okay.
It's so good. You should watch it. I
Okay.
can't remember what it's called though.
Done. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I love rap. I love like the lyricism of it.
Yeah.
So, but also like it makes me feel more badass when I know all the words and I can get them all out and you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So it's fun. And it's like, that's like my car music too. Like I think
Yeah.
it's fun to jam out in the car.
Yeah. I'd love jamming.
But also like I'm here for the scream singing. So like another genre of music that I was into was like Lilith Fair genre. So like Alanis Morissette, even though she
Yeah.
came out in the 90s, I didn't understand her
Yeah.
because I was still a little too young to really understand like the pain behind all of her stuff.
Yeah.
And then like Melissa Etheridge
Love
and
her.
Jewel and Sarah McLachlan. Like I was super into all that.
Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman. Oh,
That's now her song is back.
I know.
Have you seen the Grammy video
No.
of her and
yes.
oh my God.
Yeah, it's incredible.
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 The way that he looks at her, like
Yeah.
idol.
Yeah.
Because you know the
glad-
story, right?
No.
That was the very first song that he learned to play on the guitar.
That is amazing.
Yeah. And like totally loves her.
well, I mean, she was incredible.
Yeah. Fast Car. Such
Yeah.
a good song.
Yeah.
Such a good song.
Yeah. So, okay. So yeah, but I've always really been into music. I did say I was in choir. So I had to, like, I've always really loved all genres of music. Like I could sit and listen to classical too, or jazz.
Hard no.
But also like, I'm also here from some 70s hair band and, you know,
Not me.
see,
Not me.
I could
Absolutely
listen.
not.
Oh yeah. And then, you know, 70s Led Zeppelin.
No.
And you're not into any of that?
No.
Interesting. So no classic rock at all for Kayla. Okay. Well,
Don't like it.
I see, and I feel like,
I don't know why. I just don't like it.
well, I got exposed. All of my parents listened to something different. So my mom was like the Lilith Fair train.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad was into country.
I love country. I love me
So-
some country. Nobody in my family like country. I don't know where I got that from, but I love country music.
Well, probably because you live in Arizona.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
But I only like 90s and 2000s country.
Yeah.
So like Garth Brooks, Clint Black, you know, Tracy Lawrence, like, and then through, you know, some of this new stuff, again, all sounds the same to me. So
Yeah,
it's
Dan
really
hates
hard.
this new stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to really like country music now.
He calls it hick hawk.
I mean, it's not, it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
But like, there are some people that are out there right now that are just killing it with
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? So, I think that there are a few people that are changing that industry, but I do think a lot of it sounds the same, unfortunately. So I really like the older country. Reba,
Yes.
girl,
Love Reba.
girl. So
Fancy.
yeah, fancy. So yeah, so I kind of listened to all of that. And then on top of that, being in choir, we never sang anything current. So
Yeah,
a lot of
always-
a lot of it was being in choir as a child too. Like I've been in choir since I was in choir from second grade through my senior year of high school. And my teachers, we were singing hymns, and cause I was in a private school. So
Yeah.
it started like integrating like the whole religion factor in there. And then it evolved into like not Beethoven, but like old jazz and old like folk music and like really old ballads that they would, you know, sing for whatever reason. And then getting into high school, getting exposed to a whole different set of music when I did start, because we sang a lot of current stuff in high school.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting for me to like evolve
Yeah.
musically that way. But also I think it makes me appreciate all of the genres of music. The one thing that I cannot listen to is the like I can't. Those are not lyrics. Those are not lyrics. That is not music. That is screaming. So
I like some of it. Not intense, just like a little dabble.
okay, so like the
In
used.
a song. Yeah, like the used.
The used. No problem.
Yeah.
He's not the whole fucking song. That's a no. It makes me angry listening to it. To be full transparency,
Keep pumping my face.
it makes me angry. It actually turns like, and people are like, oh, it's weird because I listen now when I go to sleep. What?
Yeah, no.
It makes it actually like, I think it angers my nervous
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
And then like having a friend, our friend Mitch, who was in a band from high school up through, you know, a few years ago, the bands he was in after like we were in our mid-20s, all were like the Woo bands. So when he would invite me to go to a show, he's like, you can come hang out with us. I'm like, dude, I love you so much, but no,
I can't do it.
I can't go to the concert. I can't.
My mom said no, sorry.
Yeah, no, I can't do it because it would literally make me angry being around it. It still does.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that's my one absolute no. Nar. Yeah. So music's fun. I love it all. Okay. So this is one of my favorite parts of it is fashion.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me.
We were living in the super low jean butt crack showing
Dear Lord,
thong
I know. It
era.
was so bad.
Why did my mom let me leave the house with my thong showing?
Or my hips quite literally out of my
Yes.
jeans.
Yeah. Why? And also like girls like us who have some juice back there.
Yeah.
My ass crack was always showing.
Always.
100% of the time.
Every time I sat down.
Every single time I sat down. And they were popular in high school. And we had to sit down about 70 times a day.
Yes.
Sit up, get up, sit down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the low-waisted jeans.
So I remember like sitting like with like slouched back
Yeah.
a lot of the time because I couldn't sit forward at my desk because my ass crack would be showing the person behind me.
You know what I did? I brought a sweatshirt to school every day because I was always cold in classes because they kept that place freezing.
I know.
But I kept the sweatshirt behind me so people didn't see
Oh,
like when I sat.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just butt crack jeans.
Yes.
So
okay.
I'm not
What
here
else?
for the butt crack jeans, but I am like, do you remember how like they would lace up the sides or like they would button up?
Oh, yeah.
So I loved that look. I would not wear it now.
No.
Absolutely not.
I don't know if I had any of that in high
Oh,
school. I did have pleather
Oh,
jeggings
yes.
though.
Pleather.
Pleather.
Love it.
Yep.
I remember how sweating and
Just gross that it would make you.
gross.
Yes.
Yes. They were terrible.
Another thing that's back now that was popular then,
Yeah.
flared leggings.
Yes.
Flared leggings.
Yes. I love me a flare legging.
Same.
100%.
Love the
Guaranteed.
flared leggings.
Yes.
Chunky platforms.
Shoes.
Yeah. Like the Doc Martens.
Uh-huh.
And I love that the like Doc Marten, like the regular shoe, like the shiny shoe.
Yeah.
The actual shoe that's coming back too.
Oh, like the Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so cute.
So cute.
Hashtag Delia's.
I seen Delia's. Oh my God.
I can't.
Love
Delia's. I looked.
They still exist.
Yes. I looked at the website
They still exist.
like a month or so ago. And I probably could have put $600 or $700 worth of shit in my cart.
Uh-huh.
And I refused.
Man, I remember looking through that magazine and like circling
Yep.
stuff.
I've got to fold the corner of the page.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I love Delia's.
Yeah. Speaking of cargo pants,
Ugh.
I love me a cargo pant. I've got 3 pairs of cargo pants. They so cute. Especially if they're high waisted and you wear like a little crop top.
Yes. Super
I'm here
cute.
for that.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm not here for
I'm not here for the baggy cargo pant and the like oversized shirt all in one.
That's too
I'm not
much.
here for
You're
that.
drowning. You're
Yeah.
drowning
No.
in clothes. You have to like balance
Like,
it out.
And it's hard for me too because kids like that when I was growing up would get made fun of.
Yeah.
But that's,
It's cool now.
I guess.
Yeah. I saw a kid. Okay, so Chris and I are watching. Did you watch Karate Kid? Speaking of,
No, but Dan did.
okay, so Cobra
And
Kai.
there's a new season. Yeah.
We started watching it last night. And the kid is wearing a Tool shirt.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, is this where we're at? Like,
Is
I
this
know
real
Nirvana's big, but like Nirvana can also mean like bliss.
Yeah,
So I
sure.
get that. But like Tool,
Yeah.
bro, your Tool's been performing twice as long as you've been alive.
I know.
So like that's a little crazy for me, but also I know a lot of kids now are big into thrifting.
Yes. Very big into thrifting.
So that's crazy to me too, because we would have been made fun of.
Yes.
For
100%.
thrifting.
Because
if it was not from Abercrombie or from Hollister.
Exactly.
Brand
Abercrombie
new.
and Hollister. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Forever 21 came in at the end.
Yeah,
it
but
was,
like when in our
yes.
early 20s.
Yes.
And like if you did not have the deer or whatever on your shirt.
Or the little Lacoste gator if you were a guy, or the Abercrombie polo, or the polo
the Abercrombie polos and the popped collars.
And Aerie. The Aerie polos and the Aerie
cannot.
sweatshirts. I can't either. And Aerie's back too.
Yeah.
Aeropostale.
Yeah.
And now it's what, Aerie?
I guess.
Is that what it goes by now?
I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it all though. And like I was a big skirt girly.
Jean mini skirt.
Yes.
Loved.
I was a skirt girly.
Okay, this is bad. I'm calling myself out, but here we go. So one of my biggest things, like going to parties in high school, I would, my friend and I would do keg stands.
Oh my God. In
The
skirts.
two of us. In skirts. What was I fucking thinking?
Yeah. Why would you do that?
I have pictures, evidence.
You do not.
I swear I do.
Kayla Tristan.
I know. It's so bad. I'm like, my daughter just started high school. I was so bad. Like, why?
I was a really good kid.
And then,
I was really
you know
good.
what else was really popular with the mini jean skirt? Was a pair of leg warmers.
Yeah. I was never on the leg warmer.
Oh, leg warmers.
You had me with the jean skirt and Ugg boots.
Yep.
I'm
Jean
down
skirt
for that.
and Ugg boots.
But I was never a leg warmer girly.
did
And
the
I
leg
still
warmers.
don't like the look of leg warmers.
No.
High scrunch socks, no problem.
Sure.
But leg warmers a little further up is a little
Sure.
too much for me.
And that's another thing. It's like scrunchy socks are popular now. No, if you wore scrunchy socks back then, excuse me.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, would have been
it was
made
no
fun of.
shows.
It was no shows. You couldn't see your socks. I remember folding my ankle socks because now those
Lower.
are back too, which I never liked the ankle length because they didn't make no show socks then.
Correct.
So you had to fold the ankle length back
up.
and then
they always
under,
slid off.
Yep, under your heel, and you had to find just the
I
right
pretty much
balance.
didn't wear socks.
Really? You were just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're not doing socks at all. We don't want to even play this game. Yeah, that was, and then like the little zip up jackets, with the 3 shirts underneath,
With the 3 shirts
and then the
underneath.
skirt, and then the zip up jacket, and then the Ugg boots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Abercrombie sweatshirt too.
yeah, yeah. And then we couldn't wear like spaghetti straps in high school.
Yeah.
Even though we had 3 shirts on, all of them had a spaghetti strap. It did not equal to 1 strap.
And the lace underneath.
And the lace underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The laced camis.
Yes.
So in.
So, and they were so cute then, but again, I'm not going to wear more than 1.
Yeah.
And I still have a few of them
Stop it.
that I bought.
me.
Yeah. And I wear them like around the house to clean in now.
Yeah.
Because wearing them in public is not
Not
the
it.
best idea. Not it for me.
Not it.
Something else I really liked, and I may get flack on this, but mesh shirts that are back.
Mesh shirts.
Yeah. So, not like the ones that like guys wear. You know what I'm talking about? Like the see-through, but they're mesh. So it's like, it's hard. I'm going to have to show you a picture. But that's back too. And they would have like a little like crinkly flare to the sleeve on them.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they were see-through, but like not that see-through.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So you would
Yeah.
wear a couple tank tops underneath.
Sure.
Yeah. So I really am into the mesh. I think
Cute.
it's super cute. And then I also really loved like all of the alien stuff. Do you remember how
Yes.
alien stuff
Yes.
and like skater shoes?
Yes.
Like I was an Etnies girl.
Oh my gosh. Etnies are back.
Osiris. I
Etnies
heard.
and Osiris's are back. I got a
heard.
magazine in the mail the other day for back to school clothes shopping, and the boat shoes are back.
Stop.
When Dan and I first started dating,
Oh
he
my God.
still had a pair of, it was either Etnies or Osiris's. I can't remember which ones, but they were the biggest boat shoes ever. And he used them to do yard work in still. I got rid of them.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
They're disgusting. They're so ugly.
Yeah. The skater shoes.
But what's funny is the Adidas too are back.
What do you mean the Adidas?
The
Are you like the original ones? Like the
No.
Sambas?
yeah, the Sambas.
Okay. I did see
Yeah.
that those were back.
The Sambas are back,
I did see that.
and those are popular.
Yeah.
But now-
Pumas were big too.
Yeah. But now the Sambas, there's another version of this Adidas shoe that's like a little wider,
Uh-huh.
and it has like a thicker
Soul.
no, not a thicker sole, a thicker line,
Oh, okay.
on the side.
Yeah.
And I saw a ton of kids wearing those at Eliana's school.
Yeah. What?
It's
What's
so
happening?
interesting.
Yeah. It's just, and like, I guess like the Vans backpacks now. Have you seen those? Like,
No.
they're like $70 or $80.
Jesus.
And I remember paying like $25 or $30 for a Vans backpack.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Or like the Jan Sports.
Yeah.
Those are back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's all the kids use.
Like what? Also, those are like $60 or $70 too.
You're
$80
telling
bucks.
me. I got Eliana a backpack and I said, you're going to have this backpack all school for the next 4 years. I'm not buying you another one.
Yeah. Again, we were paying like $25 or
plain
$30.
Black backpack. It's not AI generated backpack.
Correct.
Come
it can
on now.
do nothing. It literally does nothing but hold shit.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. I can't even with that. So, but I am happy that we do have some of the stuff back because
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. Some of it's super cute.
Super, super cute.
Claw clips.
Yes.
That's like
Case in point, claw clip. Got her
your
in.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that was a thing
Yep. I'm here for that.
that came back.
Yeah, the claw clips. I'm always, yes. And then, so I know we kind of talked about TV shows and cartoons, but I want to talk about like some movies and specifically like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Mean Girls.
Yes.
The Pirates franchise was starting at that time.
Yeah.
And like all of those. So, I mean, some of those were like Jerry Bruckheimer movies too, but like they were all, and like Shrek. They're
Love
about to come out
Shrek.
with a 5th Shrek.
It's crazy.
And those all came out early 2000s.
I
And like,
know.
I'm like, what? It cannot have been that long.
Insane.
That I'm like, I've probably watched the Harry Potter movies way more times than I can count all the way through.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a fantasy girly. So I know you're not. So did you watch? Because like all those movies I named, I was obsessed with and I've watched many, many, many times over. But Kayla.
Did not watch any of the Lord of the Rings. Still have not to this day. Don't plan on watching them. No desire to watch them.
Okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
Harry Potter, yes. Love, into it. Watched them.
Okay.
Not obsessed, but
Yeah.
watched.
Okay.
What else?
Oh, Shrek.
Oh yeah, no, I love Shrek.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Shrek is great.
Okay. Obviously Mean Girls.
I love Mean Girls. Love that there was a Mean Girls 2
Yeah.
last year, whenever it was.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, we actually have done a Mean Girls party.
Yeah, Eliana's themed birthday party this
Yeah.
year was Mean Girls.
It was great.
So good.
It was so much
Everybody
fun.
had their own shirt
Yeah.
with a quote.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Gotta love that cricket.
What other movies did I like? I told you, like, I am not good at movie names.
Yeah. Pirates. Did you ever, were you ever
I
into
did
Pirates
like
movies?
Pirates. Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I feel like Pirates, like the pirate concept was very popular back then too.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pirate jewelry and like
Yes.
that print on a shirt and
Yeah.
Johnny Depp in general.
Yes. Johnny Depp in general,
Yeah.
especially in the Pirates movies.
Especially.
I actually watched all of those during my 2 weeks off of work.
Did you?
Sure did.
Nice.
They were great.
Did you watch the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? Because I sure did.
I
It was
did
amazing.
not. I actually have not watched any footage other than like the little blurbies I would get on like Instagram.
I watched like a lot of it.
Did you, were you like tuning in every single day?
I had it playing on the TV to the right of my desk at work.
Okay.
Every day.
So,
Like
I mean,
a cray person.
I've
I
only
loved it.
heard.
I was so invested.
Yeah, I've only heard some of the insanity.
Insanity. It was
And-
like literally watching a reality TV show.
I think
But
that's
it's
why
real
I
life.
couldn't do it. Yeah,
Like
I
it's
just
actually real life
Yeah.
this time.
yeah, I just and like all the video of it and stuff. Like I
Oh,
can't
so crazy.
because that was Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
who was recording her most of the time.
No, she was recording.
Oh, so it was both.
Yeah, I think it was both. Yeah.
Because I know he was like drunk and
Yeah.
disorderly,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
she was shitting in his bed, and there's
Yeah.
I would
just
kill
cannot.
somebody.
I cannot. I cannot.
Yeah,
So
I
gross.
would. Yeah, I would die. I remember, like, yeah, I just
American Pie.
the American Pie movies. Those were great movies.
The American Pie movies, the Scream movies.
The Scream movies, I was never into.
Loved.
They scared the shit out of me, and I have a really traumatic story around that I'll tell it in a different episode. But but around the Scream mask. Yeah, so I never watched those.
Did you ever watch The Ring?
Absolutely not.
Love that movie. And what about the Blair Witch Project?
I sure did.
Yes.
I got a little nauseous watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's all like and like
Yeah.
they're frantic and like the cameras
They're
in his
shaking.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a little too much. But
It scared the crap out of me.
really?
Yeah.
See, it didn't really scare me because you don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's just like him panicking with the other people, and like you barely see like half of a second of maybe you saw something, but like you never actually see anything, so it doesn't
Right.
scare me. It's more
Yeah.
like the panic annoys me, to be honest with you. Like I couldn't watch it now.
Right.
No. The fucking Blair Witch Project.
That was so
I can't
silly.
believe you brought that one
I
up.
know.
Shit.
So silly.
Yeah, that was a hard no for me.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Absolutely a 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Love Napoleon Dynamite.
A little, I don't know when, I think Superbad was like 2007, 2008.
I can't remember.
But like
Superbad's so
that
good.
started all of those, like the Jonah
Yeah.
Hill
Yeah.
and Seth Rogen, like all of, and like James Franco, all of those Yahoos, who by the way, I love.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
Like
It
that
started that whole like set of
series,
movies.
yeah.
Oh my God. Chris and I just watched Pineapple Express 3 days ago,
So good.
and it was
hilarious.
the part where he throws the ashtray and it's Danny McBride in the head.
It's such a good movie. It's so good.
Like literally, it's so good.
It is.
It's so good.
I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I just all of those, like those comedians and that like that whole generation of comedians, but like the little bit older ones. So like Kevin Smith and Chris Rock and you know, like all of the guys who are in Grown Ups, Adam
Yeah.
Sandler, obviously, David Spade, like all of those guys are really like my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
But I thought like the younger generation had a little bit coming up, and they all ended up being actors.
Yeah.
Instead of doing comedy.
Yeah.
Because I know like Seth Rogen started, but
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they do some a little bit.
yeah, a little bit here and there, but it's
Yeah.
not like they're up on the weekends,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
grinding anymore. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no, I also started really getting into comedy that time of my life too. Like
Yeah.
the live comedy shows and
Love that stuff.
yeah, like the improv, and then also like stand up live here.
Yeah.
We've got 2 really good venues.
Yeah, we really do. And they're fun.
And they're tiny.
And they're small. Yeah, they're perfect size.
Yes, they're very small, very intimate. They totally pack you in like sardines.
Yeah, but
But they're so much fun.
yeah. We
so
should
much
totally
fun.
do that sometime.
Yeah.
And they're cheap.
I get free tickets all the time.
Yeah.
Because
all the time.
I've been going for so long.
Yeah,
I get
same.
them
They
all the
send
time.
them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's and then it's like a 2-drink minimum, and you're like, okay, well, I have to drink while I'm watching this anyways. So sure, let's
Great.
do it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. And then so going along with that, how about like technology wise?
Oh my
what was
gosh.
happening? Because it was like booming.
Yeah. AOL
booming.
Instant Messenger,
Yes.
MySpace.
MySpace. Okay, so we definitely want to hear from
Yeah.
you guys. If you had MySpace. Because MySpace, and I don't think you can even access it anymore. I think they
Yes.
shut it down.
No, it's still.
You can?
It's there. Yeah.
Stop.
But like all of your stuff's gone.
Yeah, I remember getting like somebody was telling me that like they were going to be shutting it down, and if you had wanted your content on there,
Yeah.
and if you wanted like pictures or whatever, you could go in
And
sign in, and it would let you get in there, and then you can block your account after that. Yeah,
exactly.
but yeah, no, like your top 8 on MySpace.
Top 8, the song.
Do you
to go
remember
with
when
your
it
feelings.
was top 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember top 3.
Top 8 was much nicer.
Yeah.
Because friends got mad about that.
Yeah, dude, MySpace. Okay, so funny story about MySpace. I met one of my ex-boyfriends on MySpace.
Okay.
No
I'm not
joke.
surprised at all.
No,
Not surprised.
joke.
Knowing you now.
Like, oh, I cannot imagine this day and age doing that.
Right.
As I was a junior in high school.
Well, and you have said too, you're like, if Facebook or Instagram had been around.
Oh yeah, I'd be dead.
Yeah. You're like, I'd be dead
I
or
made
trafficked.
so many horrible decisions.
because of like either MySpace or even AOL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you
exactly.
could get into chat rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. AOL Instant Messenger too. Oh, I was always on that thing.
Me too.
Chatting with people.
Yeah.
And then like you left a fancy away message with like capital and lowercase letters
Yes.
every other and like squigglies and all this stuff.
Yep. Little
And,
hearts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember just like coming home and immediately checking the computer or like
Yes.
being mad if my dad would play solitaire at night and I'd be like, Dad, get off the computer.
Yeah. Because you only
I
had one
needed to-
computer in your
Yeah,
home.
exactly.
And we didn't, if you had a cell phone, you couldn't do anything with your cell phone.
Yeah.
Except for play Snake or Tetris if you
Right.
had, depending on the brand of phone you had.
Exactly.
But yeah, I
Nokia.
remember. Yep. I remember that too. Because ours was in the kitchen. So our
Your
computer,
computer?
yes, our home computer was in the kitchen. I remember there was like a desk in our kitchen and it had a little light. I remember like literally every single other light in the house would be off. And I'd be sitting
Yeah.
there beep, 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 typing to like 4
Totally.
or 5 different people.
I know. I think that's why I can type so well now.
Probably.
Yeah.
'Cause
We're
that
out
was
there
our
just
typing
chatting.
class.
You want to know something funny? I found in my mom's stuff after she died, like it was like my old stuff. I had printed conversations with people from AOL Instant Messenger.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
No way.
Swear to God. It's hilarious.
Do you remember who it was?
Oh, yeah. It was an ex-boyfriend. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Okay, we're going to have to read that live one day.
Oh, my gosh.
You're going to have to
yes.
find it.
Yes.
You have to find it.
Yes. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I
But it's
remember I also remember the iPod
Yeah.
coming out around that time.
Yep. iPods.
Did you have one of the original ones that are like the size of our phones
Yep.
now?
Yep.
I never had one of those. I had a Nano.
Yep. I had
Or not
both.
a Nano, the Mini. Because the Nanos were the ones that like clipped onto your shirt right there, like the little.
Those came out way later.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm thinking the ones that were like, I don't know, 3 inches. I still have it. It's in my
tall
car.
and skinny.
Yes.
Yes.
It's silver.
Oh my gosh. Why do you still have that?
Have never been able to throw it away.
Oh my gosh. Get a life.
I don't know why though. Like I got rid of all my old cell phones and
Yeah.
all that stuff, but like it's because it has music on it.
iPods.
Yeah.
I used to download music with like Napster and stuff like that. LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Yeah.
I remember that too. And then FrostWire.
I never did that.
That was
Never heard
after
of that one.
LimeWire got shut
Really?
down. Yeah. After Napster, obviously.
That
yeah.
was like the best thing is like making CDs, like burning CDs
Yep.
and like giving them to people or playing them in your car. Oh,
so
the
good.
best.
So good.
I had a book of CDs.
I still have my book of
Book
CDs.
of CDs. So does Dan.
It was like the 4x4.
Yeah. Dan too.
Yeah. I can't get
So
rid of them.
crazy.
And there's like, okay, so let me really fucking take it back. Do you remember McDonald's did a single Like it was literally a CD, but it had like 2 or 3 songs. Like Britney was on one of them. NSYNC was on one of them. And you got them like if you spent so much money at McDonald's, they'd give you this free CD.
I do not remember.
I have one.
Oh,
it has Britney on it, and it was like some unreleased song that was never on any other album.
Oh my gosh, how funny!
Oh my god, I was obsessed. I collected all of them. I think I only have one left though. One.
I don't remember that at all.
And the problem is I don't have a CD player.
Right. Exactly.
I don't have one in my car. I don't have one. I don't have a Walkman anymore.
Yeah, a Walkman. Dear Lord.
That was pre-2000s, but those things were gangster.
Yeah.
They lasted forever. I can't tell you how many times I dropped mine and literally it would just pop open, the CD would pop out. Yep. Stick it back and it would be all good.
Yep.
And it worked 100% of the time.
Yep. Loved it.
Loved it. Yeah. And you can like clip it on your belt.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about school. So like we were freshmen in high school when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not our favorite thing, but like I remember what I was wearing that day. I remember like what was happening around us.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. So I think school life, I feel like a lot of it's a blur for me.
Yeah, same.
Like I can remember specific instances, but I feel like the vast majority of like my day to day in school was completely erased for some reason.
Yeah, I think like obviously 9/11 was a really big thing. I specifically remember like getting a phone call. I used to listen to who is that guy that's like super raunchy, long hair, lives in Arizona?
Arizona?
No, he doesn't live in Arizona. Sorry.
Are you talking about Howard Stern?
Howard Stern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Howard Stern, I used to listen to Howard Stern every morning.
He bugs the shit out of me.
Oh my God.
I've never liked him.
I used to think he was hilarious. So anyways, I was listening to him and they were talking about what had happened. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And so then I get a call from my aunt in California and she tells me about it and tells me to wake up my mom. And then like, I didn't understand like the gravity of the situation. Like I didn't get it. And so then my mom like explained it to me and stuff. And then I was like, holy shit. And then I had a cousin, which he still lives there, who lived in New York at the time. So luckily he was safe and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was scary. Super scary.
Did you get pulled out of school that day? Or did you stay there all day?
I think I stayed all day.
Me too.
And all we did was watch the news.
Yeah. We were stuck in our homeroom classes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was there all day too.
And I remember the first time they let an airplane fly again because they grounded flights.
Yeah.
For
weeks.
Weeks. Yeah. And I remember the first time and I didn't know. And I saw an airplane in the sky and it scared the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Crazy.
Yeah. I remember that morning, my mom had a little TV that was literally maybe 10 inches tall.
Yeah.
And it lived in the kitchen because she used to pack my lunch. And she packed my lunch from 1st to 8th grade. And then probably through my freshman year of high school. And then I was like, Mom, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I just want to pay for my food. And then I never ate. So, or I would only and I would eat on the go.
Yeah.
And that was like, I definitely wasn't getting enough. But anyways, I remember that morning hearing her like go like, oh my God. Or like she screamed like something. Yeah. She made a very dramatic noise. And I went running to the kitchen and she was standing there watching this little tiny TV. And then they were showing the footage of the first plane hitting. And then they had like a little blurb of like the live footage.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you see the live footage get bigger and the second plane hits. And I was just like, holy shit. Like, I was like, Mom, is that real? And she was like, I fucking think so. Like I think even she was in shock.
Yeah.
And I was like, where is this? She's like, New York. And I was like, oh, okay, we're fine. And she was like, no, Ashley, like this might be like a terrorist type of situation. And I'm like, okay, but like we're in Arizona, we're safe, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, we're safe, we're fine. She's like, for now.
Right. Yeah. So scary.
And then she was like, okay, you're going to school. I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think twice about going to school that day.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
It is insane.
So yeah, that happened.
Like I would probably keep my kids home.
Now.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because some shithead is probably going to take advantage and bomb the school just to get on the news as well.
Yeah.
So.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Or whatever they want to do because fucking assholes.
Yeah.
But yeah, because safe schools are just not fucking safe anymore. And that's really fucking sad.
Really sad.
Really sad.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. So yeah, that was early 2000.
Yeah.
As we went through high school, I feel like I definitely didn't have like the best days of my life. It definitely wasn't miserable.
Yeah.
But it definitely wasn't the best days of my life.
Yeah, same. I mean, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
A lot of like
every weekend there was shit going down, Friday and Saturday.
I love not being an adult. Like, oh, take me back.
Right?
To not being an adult and having no responsibilities and just having fun.
Yes.
Is your only responsibility. Take me back.
And I only go to work 20 hours a week because I want to have money to spend. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I miss that as well.
Yeah.
R.I.P. childhood. But I feel like my day-to-day is pretty gone as remembering specifics. But I remember like some classes, like I remember we had a teacher who really opened my eyes to conspiracy theories, especially after 9/11. He ended up being, I want to say he was like social sciences or something like that.
Interesting.
He wore a bow tie every day and he was so great. But he really opened up my eyes to like the 9/11 thing. He specifically touched on, and he's like, we are going to talk about conspiracy theories because I think that they're real. And he would have like pictures and footage and all these questions.
Can you imagine teachers doing that these days?
Oh my God. They would get
fired so fast.
No, they would get stoned in the street. Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Oh my God, you're trying to teach my kid that the government's after them? Yeah, bitch, because it is. So, it's just, but yeah, it was, so he really started opening my eyes, but also my dad is big on conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
So like I've been hearing about all this stuff since I was a kid, but like he really opened it up as an adult or as a young adult. And then I ended up having him, Sabrina and I both had him our sophomore and our junior year. And it was a very interesting class because I feel like he taught differently than every other teacher I had ever had because he like made us get interested in that.
Right.
Which was fun. But then the rest of it is just like, meh.
Yeah.
They're teaching us how to be good members of society.
Like my most memorable class was my creative writing class.
Okay.
And I had it both my junior and senior year. And it was really, really cool. Like my final was like a scrapbook of all these like poems or just like different writings. And it was creative writing. Like you can't really fail.
Yeah.
You just do the work. Like it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
And so like that was really cool. Like that was a really cool outlet for me. And I have found my like journal thing, my final from my senior year not too long ago. And it's just some of it's really funny, but
I'm sure.
And ridiculous. But others is really cool. And the teacher in there was just amazing. Like,
oh, good.
She was the most amazing teacher ever.
Yeah.
She was so cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
There were a couple other, like, I really loved my choir teacher. She ended up leaving halfway through one of my years. Some stuff like went down with her, and it got really like, I want to say like somebody like committed suicide in her family or something like that. And I remember her leaving and getting a new teacher mid-year, and it was really rough. And then it just turned into more work.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like I was having fun anymore.
Yeah.
So that sucked because we were doing like state competitions and stuff, and I was never good enough. I was great at harmonizing, but like solo artist was not my thing. So I would get really nervous, and like I never tried out for solos because we had some girls that could
Belt.
Yeah. And like there was literally no reason even going against them. You know what I mean? And the talent just wasn't there, and that's fine. I've come to terms with that. That I'll never be a pop star. But yeah, it was pretty crazy all through high school, and like watching everybody else around me change, because I feel like you get different friends all through it.
Totally.
Like you have like one group one year, one group the next year, and then like maybe you're doing your solo thing, or maybe you have one friend, or so yeah, I felt like it was very interesting being in high school during that time.
Yeah.
Because we were having such a big technology change, and like we had that terrorist attack, and
Yeah, there was a lot.
there was just a lot. And I think that we got to really see the world change and get to see it as a person who didn't have to be like totally submerged in it as a full blown adult.
Yeah.
But seeing like what we had ahead of us.
Right.
So that could have been I think that was a little scary. Be like, oh shit, this is what the world actually is like. I don't want to grow up. Why?
I know. Right.
So
yeah.
Yeah, insane. Okay. So other things about the 2000s, we would love to hear if you guys had anything that like you remember distinctly. I'm sure y'all remember 9/11, but that was the very beginning of it all. So like all of the 2000s things that you guys love, we definitely want to hear about that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because we probably missed some.
Oh, I'm sure. There's like a ton. I'm sure we could talk for days and days and days about this.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. And then I just want to touch base one last time. Do you remember, and this was like the 2000 stuff, do you remember like Snapple?
Yeah.
And
oh my
how
gosh.
it's back?
It was so popular.
The kiwi strawberry?
Oh my God. My mom, and she would like hit the bottom of the bottle because it was a glass bottle, and like the lid would like pop.
Yep. Yeah.
Snapple.
That was like one of my favorite things about
Love Snapple.
the 2000s was Snapple came in.
And
like the Fanta came in at that time.
Arizona green tea.
The Arizona green tea. That was huge.
Huge.
And I would be like, yeah, this is from Arizona. It's not.
It's not.
It's like New Jersey or something.
It's not from Arizona, to be clear.
It is not from Arizona. We cannot claim
it's
that.
so bad for you too, but I love it.
Oh, yeah.
99 cents a can still to this day.
I know. Well, that's because the guys at the top of that company don't care about taking away $33 million every year. They just tried to keep the costs. I actually saw like an interview.
An article about it. Yeah. Dan told me about that too.
Yeah. And like, they're just like, well, we don't increase the costs because we're still getting everything, and everybody's still making a decent wage. And even the people at the top are still making a decent wage. They're just not taking home bonuses and paying out board of directors and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's just companies got to be better. Yeah.
Don't get me
You should be more like the Arizona Tea Company.
Arizona Tea Company.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. But I wanted to say that because that was one of those things, like we didn't touch on like a food topic.
Yeah.
But like that was one of those things that I distinctly remember
Snapple.
loving.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
Dunkaroos.
I was literally just going to say Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos.
And
the
Dunkaroos
white frosting
have come back too.
I never liked the chocolate. There was always something a little off about the chocolate, but the vanilla frosting, the white frosting.
Yeah. Love me some Dunkaroos.
Love me some Dunkaroos. I actually think I saw and I'm sure it's on TikTok, but I do not have a TikTok, and I refuse to get one. But I saw the the recipe for it to make like the
make the Dunkaroo like icing.
Yes. Ooh. And I'm sure like I wonder if you but the cookie was the money.
Maybe it's just like an animal cracker.
Like an animal cookie?
Yeah.
Could be. We'll have to try it. Next girls' night.
I'm in.
Right? Yeah. All right. Well,
All
thank you so
right.
much for joining us.
Thanks
we definitely
for
want to hear your favies.
Walking down memory lane of all the oldness.
Yeah, the memory lane part of it is great.
So good.
Yeah, and then you get to be like, oh man, I wish that was still around, or
I know.
thank God it's
Thank
gone.
God. Right.
Although I have seen the low jeans come back, and I am not here for that.
Not
I'm
gonna do
sticking
it.
with my high waisted. You
Not
guys
gonna
can
do
kiss it.
Yeah. Kiss my ass.
I waited a long time for these high waisted jeans.
Exactly. And I got a lot more tummy to tuck in
Exactly.
these days.
Exactly. All right.
Okay. Well, everybody have a great weekend.
Yeah,
have a great
good one.
week.
Okay,
Love you.
bye.
Bye-bye.